Assalamu alaikum. There are some wonderful questions that have come up and I would like to share the answers with you all. Which are the careers in public speaking? I will redraft the question. Which are the careers through public speaking? Every profession requires public speaking now because everything is now presented in media. There are doctors who come on the media, social media, before camera and they talk. There are seminars of medical professions. The IT engineers also now are required to speak to sell the softwares and services. The teachers and the professors and the coaches were already as a public speaker. Now the thing is that, can they be turned into career? I say your profession can improve through public speaking. For example, if there is a medical doctor, and medical doctor means a person who has studied medicine brilliantly. He has more knowledge than a common man. He gets an opportunity to speak in a seminar and present a paper on, say, for example, precaution to be taken during cholera or COVID. If he's a public speaker, people will listen to him, people will believe him. People will specially host his events because they want to learn. But he has to present himself in a professional manner, and that is what public speaking is about. You just cannot transfer the knowledge without expressing your emotions, reasons, ideas. In public speaking, all these things are required. So whichever career you choose, public speaking, if added, will make you a better professional. I knew that there was a young boy, a little higher than a clerk in an office of my friend. He was a little higher than a clerk. And they were going to have a big event in a 5-star hotel, and many guests were supposed to come. So the boss was looking for somebody who can announce and who can make some anchoring. And I was told to train one of them, and I started looking as who could be selected, and I spotted this boy without knowing what is his position in the office, and he was a little higher than a clerk. So I trained him, and when I came to know, I was happy, no problem. I said to the boss, let him go and speak. So this boy gave a wonderful presentation. And very soon he started receiving offers to join as an executive. Means his salary doubled up within a span of 2 weeks. How? He expressed. There were people in the office more knowledgeable than him, who could speak better English than him. But this man came and presented his company, the products and the services of the companies. And that's why he got a promotion through somebody else. And today I've heard that is still growing up. And this is possible with all of you. That if you try to speak properly, effectively, under training, proper training, then you can also grow in profession. Most of us who speak a very good English, they are under the illusion that they are already very good speakers. Speaking good English is not enough to become a public speaker. I have trained many good English speaking people to become public speakers. The moment they stand on the stage, they are nervous. So, what was required? A public speaking training is very different. With an average knowledge about English, you can really express your ideas, your content, you can share your information and knowledge and grow up as a public speaker. So, try to master public speaking, whichever field you are in, especially the engineers. I always insist that the engineers, be he from IT sector or if he is from mechanical or automobile engineering, whichever sector an engineer comes from. Because a large number of hours are being spent in studying books and trying to pass through the entrance exams, they miss out the verbal communication. And that's why they require it when they grow up in profession. So it becomes an additional qualification for an engineer to speak, and who knows, by speaking tomorrow he can become a manager. In managing, you require to speak. He can go into sales, jump from this career to another, and selling machineries. That too requires speaking skills. So add public speaking skills to your profession, whichever degree you have, and note what happens to you. I tell you my experience about an author. Most of my students, they are shy to put their names, so I don't put their names. He is a well-known author. And this man, he comes and tells, my books are not selling. And these books are good. So I said, take some training of public speaking from me. He was astonished. He said, what is that to do? Already expressing myself with the words. Now you are asking me to express with mic? I say, yeah. Because people want to know you and listen from you. So we took a training of around 15 sessions. Because he is good in English and all, it wasn't difficult for me, except that I taught him some modulations and there were some assignments for him to practice at home. And then suddenly, he started speaking. And he started giving reviews and making small clips of videos and putting on Instagram. I think in a year, he sold around 1,000 copies, which is very good as compared to the standard of his own community. He started selling good books. On what basis? He added only one skill, public speaking. There was one of the ladies who was driving a bus, and she approached me and wanted to learn something new to join some other profession. She was fed up of driving a school bus. So I said, why don't you learn public speaking and add some of your passion? She said, I'm very good in fitness and health. I said, okay, you already have a content. Now you only learn how to present it. And she started taking some sessions from me. She was an African. And see her fortune, that once there weren't any seniors in her office, and it was visited by a delegation from Tanzania. And they saw her talking to them because she had to handle now. The bus driver is handling. And when they saw her, they were amazed. And I've heard that she was even invited to Tanzania to deliver a talk on health issues. So what you have to do, add public speaking in any field. Don't be shy. Don't think you are shy or you are nervous or you don't have knowledge. Whatever knowledge you have, it may be a little different than others. Present it and see how your career goes. And do give me a feedback also, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.